All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Soft Black Men podcast. Today we're going to be talking about what's funny. What's funny, guys? What's funny?
Oh, we're glad to be here.
Hey, I'm super excited. To be here, man.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Today's conversation steps into one of the deepest territories, the meaning of life and death. Today, we're going to be talking about what it truly means to live beyond survival or expectation. And we will also see how we understand death, not just as an ending, but as something that shapes how we exist, love, and find purpose. This isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking better questions, sitting with discomfort, and allowing ourselves to think, feel, and imagine more freely. Because maybe the point isn't to solve life or death, but to understand how they shape who we are and who we are becoming in the future. So, what does that mean to you guys? Who wants to start here? What does life mean to you guys?
Well, shit. I'll take it over. Life to me, of course. This question changes to everybody. Changes between every single person. I think what life is chasing knowledge and just becoming a better person, and making people around you better. I think that's what life is. Try to make the most out of everything. Really, that's life to me, man. Just yeah, James.
Yeah, I mean, so you're asking what does life mean?
I'm asking more specifically, like, what does it mean to live a meaningful life? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now I got you. For me, I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan. I love his comedy. I love what he does. 'Cause I think it's a mixture of authenticity and comedy. And in one of his specials, it's called The Dreamer. And basically, he explains how, as a kid, he had this dream. And it was comedy, right? It was to tell these stories. It was to make people laugh, right? And he talks about how his dream almost fell apart when he was 14 years old. And then he goes on to tell that story and how he is now in his 50s doing what he loves. And everything he has built has it's built off the foundation of him being a dreamer. And I think what it really means to be a meaningful life, why I bring this up, is to be a dreamer. It's to see something in yourself, right? You look within yourself, you look yourself in the mirror, and you're like, wait a minute, like, this is what I really want to do in life. And the next part of dreaming is putting intention behind it, right? It's, I want to do something in life, and this is what I'm going to go towards. And I think that's what makes someone having a meaningful life. Like, that's where it derives from, is just chasing that passion, chasing that dream. You know, it's like chasing that drug. You know, that's what gets you going every day. Every day you wake up. And I think that's what it means to have a meaningful life. And one of the quotes he says is that at any given moment, the strongest dream wins the moment. And I think that just completely captures what it means to be a dreamer and to just not only chase your dreams, but to also support other dreams. So what about you, IT?
No, I was just going to agree, like, especially with living with intention. Your intentions are, like, the main thing that drives you to whatever you do in your life. Like, and your intentions are, like, as long as you have good intention, you wake up feeling a little better. Like, it's times where you might wake up and, you know, your intentions might be, you know, not they might not be in a productive place. Like, you might be feeling like, you know, I'm just gonna lay in the bed all day. You feel me? It's one of them days. But everybody experiences stuff like that. But I feel like as long as you could recenter yourself, refocus yourself, I feel like that kind of leads you.
Yeah, like your soul definitely takes the color of your thoughts. The person that said that was Marcus Aurelius. He's out in one of those old philosophy guys back in Rome during the peak where everybody was just thinking and shit. That was him. Always asking questions.
Type.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of touch on what you guys are saying. Like you have to be careful about what you say about yourself and what you think about yourself because you're always listening, you know. And to live a good life, it is very hard to speak about because it just seems like it's difficult to put that into words. But you know what it is. Continue having those positive thoughts and just do it, man. Shout out Nike. Just do it.
You gotta set your heart ablaze. Nah, y'all fuck with Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer is tough.
Man, fuck no.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Tangent. It's a quick tangent, real quick. I think plot wise, it's okay.
Yeah.
Nah, it's beautifully
It's
animated.
a lot
but
of action though. It's a lot of action.
yeah. The animation's beautiful. But there's a Hashira, one of the top swordsmen, right? And he always says like, set your heart ablaze, right? And it's this thing that like we all have that flame inside, but it comes down to you. You gotta ignite it. See, hey, we got face cam. We got face cam now. The audience is gonna see that. IT lame ass, man. Come on, man. But no, it's it might come off corny or it's from an anime, but I think there's some realness to that. It's not only our job as future educators to ignite the flame that's within us, but also to ignite the flame that's within the future generations. And when you have that fire behind you, you can, we've been around a lot of athletes, a lot of, right now we're in school with a whole bunch of other peers of ours or students, and we can look at them and be like, yo, that motherfucker has a flame inside and that shit is brewing. You know what I mean? That shit is, they're going, right? And we can say that about sports, about anything in this world. And then you see people who, like, you could just tell whether it's because of their parents, whether it's themselves or their friends, their flame is complete. Like, there is no flame. It's gone, right? It's cold inside. And so it's just, yeah, even though it's an anime reference, that's what it's all about. It's having that flame to keep on going. And what more could you want out of life? It's being a dreamer.
Yeah,
Having that flame.
Indeed.
If we was to go to other animes, personal favorites of mine, Chainsaw Man. What's his purpose of living?
Fujimoto!
I just want to touch
Yeah.
boobs.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
eat
much.
bread with jam on it. And of course, you can see the purpose of his life changing, over the entire story as life continues to evolve for him. Because he got the bread with the jam. He got to touch boobs. What's the next step? Sex. So
No bullshit.
that's life. And yeah, your goals are gonna ever evolve, and the purpose of your life is constantly gonna change.
Yeah.
Shout out NHK.
I was finna say it.
That's peak. That's peak.
That's peak television.
It's peak
That's one of the
television.
best stories that Drake and I, we watched that shit, bro. That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Everything's
IT, you get okay. Relax. But Welcome to NHK definitely talked about so much stuff with just not really wanting to be shit in life. You know what I mean? Not really wanting to be shit, but then also, I don't want to be shit, but I want the benefits of money and having a good life. So now you gotta be shit. Now you struggle with life, your existence, right? Do I really want to, depart from this world, or do I want to stay? And then that was a beautiful story. What about IT? I know you be watching some anime, bro. What's the anime?
You know
what you throwing out there?
I go Vinland Saga on y'all ass. Yes. Let's talk about it.
Oh shit.
Goats.
Yeah, come on
Vinland
now.
Saga, bro, his life literally, he had 3 stages. He was angry. He just wanted revenge, you feel me? as a kid. Then he kind of grew up a little bit. He was like a teenager. He was just killing niggas. He was just straight killing. Just like that was his only goal: get stronger, kill people, so I could kill Escalade. You feel me? Then it changed again when he was a slave. And bro was just he was on his peace journey. He was just working. You know what I'm saying? He was just working with I forgot what his name was, but this one of his good friends. It became one of his good friends. But him and they just like they was just going to try and find villain and just live. You feel me? That was his goal. Like he just wanted to get the villain. But like that representation of that was like a representation or a perfect representation of how like Drake said, like your goals is like everything your intentions, everything is just gonna change throughout your life. Like it's never gonna just be the same from when you were a kid to when you're an adult.
Yeah, everything will ever evolve, but I still think whatever you experience from since you were born, the impressions that you have from since you were born to 7, your childhood, that whatever was done to you will still be there. It will influence how you live. Yes,
Facts.
Thorfinn seen his pops get shot up. I seen him in the icy room. Yeah, or whatever that Rich McQuan song is. But like, he seen his pops. He seen his pops get shot down on the boat. So then he lost that structure, and he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna kill. I'm gonna kill Escalade." Like that's the goal now. Escalade dies. He doesn't even get to do it. I'd be mad. And guess what? He lives like he just feels like he lives a point in life.
Dude, he was destroyed.
Yeah. Then after the king came, you can see he's kind of living out how his father probably wanted him to live his life out, and that's just like just peace everywhere, like no more fighting. Like, you can tell like the impressions that he had as a child, like before he came back. What if his dad wasn't like that? Maybe he just would have been killing shit for the rest of his life,
Right.
or just been a bum ass slave.
What if he didn't catch his dad on his peace journey? Because that's really what it was. His pops was on a peace journey.
Yeah. So now y'all know what happens. You go on a peace journey, you get shot by 100 arrows on a boat. Don't do that. That's just
we out here just spoiling shit, bro. I hope,
bro. That shit been out far too. That was an episode 4. Like, ain't really spoiling. I think
that brings this brings me into my next question for y'all. So, Drake, man, how do your experiences as a black man shape your understanding of purpose and identity?
Me?
Yeah, you're Drake.
Yeah, you're Drake.
As a black man.
So as a black man, really like my experiences in life that like shaped me. Man, it was really it's not like there's none. Like there's none. Like it shit just didn't happen. Yeah. That's my answer, James.
James? Yeah, James. You ready to speak?
Nah,
brother?
I don't think Drake answered as a black man. I don't. I think you should re-ask that
Well,
question.
let's just all right. Well, as probably like what the 1% or 2% of black that's in me. Ah, man, like essentially, what happened was that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's real. That's
Absolutely.
real.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How do my experiences as a black man shape my understanding of purpose and identity? I would say this. Because of the way I grew up, growing up as, black boy going into, black manhood, it kind of really took me to my high school years to really... Yo, is we good? Yo, is we good?
We're good, bro. Go ahead, man.
All right, my fault. So it took me to like high school years to really, niggas playing, bro. I'm gonna ignore y'all, bro. Sorry, it took me to my high school years to really, find my like blackness within, but then also those 4 years in high school. Once I left and started college, that really did shape purpose for me because now I looked at all of my peers from high school, especially those who I look like, had the same skin tone as, and a lot of them, fell into the traps of drugs, alcohol, some horny ass shit. Now they got five kids, you know what I mean? 4 different baby mamas, you know what I mean? And so like they have no dreams, no aspirations. But thing is, they have talent. They're very smart, but whether it was the impressions that they got when they grew up or the people they started to hang out with or the system might have just failed them, right? Or it was just their decisions. Whatever the case may be, is they never maxed out their potential. And so for me, that shaped me as a black man and going into education as a black educator. I want to give back to those students who look like me, and sometimes they don't even look like me. It could be Hispanic students, Asian students, right? Students that feel marginalized, giving them a platform and giving them their voice. That's my whole purpose, and that's what I have shaped my identity to do, is to empower those students who don't feel seen, who don't have a voice, to give them that platform to just succeed in life. You know what I mean? And if I teach 150 kids in 1 year, right, and I am able to influence 10 of them, that's a success. I changed 10 lives. So that's how, as a black man, that's definitely shaped my purpose and my identity for sure.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I'm rocking with it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I agree with you, James. But I'm not gonna answer that question.
Growing up, I feel like my parents have always conditioned me to kind of think like nothing's gonna be given to you because I'm black. So it's like gotta work 10 times harder than the next person for something they don't have to work 10 times harder for. And that's kind of just how I've been going about it for the most part. Like I haven't, like I don't let my, like if I do have like a negative experience, I don't let that kind of define what I do going forward with my life. I just kind of like, I use it as a learning point and I just learn from it and I just continue with my main goal, and that's just being successful for my family, being successful to, you know what I'm saying, like to make my life more comfortable in the future. And that's just really it. Really, that's what I want to build for myself, is to live comfortably. All right. This brings me into the next question, man. Next question. Is life about finding purpose or creating it? And what's the difference between the two?
Me? Me? All right. I feel like you create the purpose. One. Well, of course, it's subjective. All these answers are subjective, of course. It's definitely, you got to create the purpose. You can't just be wandering around until you find something that works for you, or you just keep wandering around until, I guess, something clicks or you find meaning for something. You need to search for it. You need to make it happen. Shit won't change if you're just going to sit in place and hope, this dreamy significant other comes, this dreamy career comes, this dreamy, like, anything comes. Go out and make that shit happen. Just, yeah. James?
I think that finding purpose and creating purpose, they're two different things for sure, right? So I'll put it like this. Finding purpose is more like a treasure hunt, or it's like a scavenger hunt almost, right? And then creating purpose is more like a construction project. So, hey, bro, why are you laughing?
Oh God, I burped to the mic and I thought my mic was big. That's what we. If you guys listening and you heard that, I'm sorry.
No, make sure you get muted, bro. I feel like it depends on who you are. So, for me, getting into the world of education, I believe I found my purpose. I don't think I initially created it. I think I found it because I did reflecting on myself. I'm like, okay, like what's really gonna, get my gears going? What's really gonna be something that I really want to do? I love, right? So I looked at things within, things that I had going in my life, the things that I loved, the relationships that I had, right? Now, my journey in college of like, okay, creating relationships with certain professors, right? Getting certain mentors, going to certain areas like me now, like I'm in Illinois now, right? That goes into creating purpose. So I think in some cases you can have both. There is a difference, and I think just depending on who you are, but I think both are very and extremely important, and both are embodiment of knowing yourself, but then also pushing yourself as well.
Indeed, I agree, sir. I agree. I agree. You definitely have to go out and take it, bro. Like you can't just sit in your crib and just be like, you know what? Let's wait and see what happens. You can be in your house, bro. Get it.
And I was doom scrolling.
Fam. Doom scrolling for
What's
hours.
the best? Well, what's the best job? The highest paying job? If I don't care about working,
The highest paying job without a degree.
Without a degree.
What can I start right now making $600,000 a year?
Yeah, no bullshit.
Like, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah.
And then now you 50 years old and you a trick.
That can happen. I do think it's a very low percentage that will happen, though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Well, honestly, I think people that get money and find a purpose, then lose that purpose and lose everything, become tricks. You know? This is a leisure pod. We're leising. Come leise.
Come
Like,
I don't think that's the word. It's leisuring.
no. Come leise. We lost. We lost.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No.
Did you just mute him? Okay.
You can't have 3 past tense versions of it.
We leise. We lost. We last.
Hmm.
How about we just transition into death?
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
And James, you're arguing with an English major, by the way.
Yeah, bro. You shouldn't do that.
Come on.
He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Come on,
I
man.
mean, it sounds
His ass can't read. He can't read.
sounds like he's
His literacy rate project, bro. That shit was he's projecting.
projecting. Crazy work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So this brings me into my questions about death. I got some death questions for y'all, man.
Okay.
How does the awareness of death influence the way you choose to live your life?
I feel like, I know that I'll die, right? Right now, I would like to say I'm agnostic. I can't really believe in a God currently in my life. And I do think when we die, we become one with Earth. I don't think there's an afterlife. I mean, a part of me does think that, but majority of me is like, yeah, when I die, this is it, man. Like, I'm done. We're gonna move on. Hopefully, I got some babies that continue my last name. Hopefully, the family remember me. But realistically, after 50, 75 years, no one's gonna remember you. Like, when you die, it's over with. So I try to keep that in the back of my head at all times, because that's gonna affect all my choices in life. I'm gonna try to make the most of it because I only get one shot, you know. And my shot isn't trying to, you know, be the richest or the flyest. No, that's a lie. I like getting fly, but it's really just to help people. You know, like what's the word I'm looking for right now? It's really just to, you know, help people that ain't got that help or ain't got that structure, so they can also have a good life because they also only get one shot. I want to make sure they have the best shot that they have. Yeah. When I die though, shit, I want to eco burial. Put me into some fungus and put me in the dirt, butt ass naked, by a tree. That's how I want to go. Or just go in the middle of the woods. Let the animals eat me when I know I'm dying. That's how I'm feeling. Just give me
Hey,
back
barbecue
to
your ass,
Earth. Yeah,
man.
barbecue my ass. 30-weight glaze. 30-weight glaze on that meat, man.
I want that. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
The bear gonna act like Drake act like he can't get it. He act like he can't get it, man. What about you,
James? How you feeling, James?
Yeah, what is death? How does it affect your life?
Yeah, I'm I'm not on the same playing field as Drake, but that's cool. That's all. It's all different perspectives. For me, the way I see death, like in a way it influences like my life. It's beautiful. I think that's what makes life beautiful. Is that it is like you can't stop death. It's inevitable. And you have the choice when we wake up to be like, all right, am I going to lock in and make the most out of my life, or am I going to lay down and let life fuck me? Straight like that. And so it's your choice if you want to get set up, bent over, and put to work. Or you want to go and fuck life. Nah, no bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm speaking the truth. And I think death puts that pressure on us. Because the thing is, like, yes, we all plan to grow old, right? But death could come around tomorrow. Right?
Come right now.
You know, it come right now on the pot.
On the pod.
Right.
I could
Right,
die
right.
right now.
Right now.
Shoots me with a heart attack gun. Dead. It could come like
Nope.
that. No bull.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
But what I'm getting at is that, like, that makes us, the way death is, because if we lived forever, would we really be grateful for the things in our life? Would we be grateful for our friends and our family? Would we be grateful for our fuck-ups and our triumphant moments, right? I don't think so. I truly think that with as many people as we are in the world that we live in, people would not be grateful. They wouldn't cherish these moments if death wasn't a concept, if death wasn't real. And that's truly what makes life so beautiful, is that there is an ending, right? Now, we can talk about, is it an ending or is it a transition? Is it to something new? But for this moment, where we're living our life from the day you're born to the day you die, right? That hash in between, what your life is made up of, it has this pressure to it. And the best way to relieve pressure is to apply pressure. You know what I mean? And so it's just, death is one of the most beautiful things that is part of life. And everything goes through it. Nothing beats death.
Yeah.
Indeed. Everybody dies, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dies.
And we're all equal in death, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be equal in life? Yes. Should there be justice for everyone in life? Yes. But that's not how it is, unfortunately. But when it comes to death, bro, I feel everyone is equal, and they're forced to be equal in death.
You ain't breathing, gang. yeah. Everybody equal to nothing.
Yeah.
Simple. And y'all kind of answered my second question already with like, do you see death as an ending or transition or something else entirely? Drake said he sees it as just like being one with the earth. Like once you die, you just one with the earth. You get in that ground and be a part of that soil.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been as humans, man. We've been leeching off the earth for so long. We've been using all the minerals, the all the life and shit. I mean, like, hey, if y'all been supplying my life, I might as well hope supply yours.
Come on now, preach.
Come on, I'm not. That's why I don't want to be cremated. I'm not gonna say like I don't think people like I'm not gonna knock people for getting cremated, but when it comes to me, I don't know. Just I don't think I really serve. I really have no purpose when I die then, or after I die. At least when I know when I die and I get to choose my eco burial, there's a purpose with that. If you burn me to a fucking dust, and what you gonna keep me in a jar, gang? Or my grandbaby gonna put me around their neck? What
Put
the
you
fuck?
on a necklace.
Yeah, like what happens when you die? You gonna throw that shit in the ground? You gonna throw that shit in the trash or something? Man, just keep me. Let the fucking bacteria in the earth just dissolve me. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think that's a fascinating way to look at it, and I think you bring up a lot of good points. I view it as, I believe in Christ. I have faith in Christ as my Lord and Savior. And when we die, our body, like our flesh, that shit goes back to earth. You know what I mean? Now, the intangible part of us, like our soul, I think that the life and death, when you go to death, I believe there's a transition for our soul. Not our body. Our body's cooked. It stays here. It's given back to the earth if you are buried, of course, right? But yeah, I think there's a transition in which your soul becomes eternal in heaven. And there's not too much that like I do want to expand on. That's just kind of like what I believe in, and I would define death as a transition for us. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, going through transitions, Judgment Day, ain't it?
Think so.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pistons ain't gonna matter on Judgment Day.
Pistons, hey.
Apple pie.
Pistons.
Apple pie.
Hey, let them lose in the first round, bro. Pistons, they're not gonna matter on Judgment Day.
Indeed.
I hate the Pistons. I hate the Pistons, bro.
I can't. Man, fuck Detroit, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how y'all feeling?
I can't stand the baseball
Dude,
team.
I hate Detroit.
I can't stand the football team. I can't stand the basketball team.
I hate
Pistons
Detroit.
on top, nigga.
It's nap or nothing.
Bro, how are you a Detroit fan?
Yeah, what? You in Chicago?
You from Chicago.
So they okay, but what are the Bulls doing? Let's talk about the Bulls. Them niggas suck. Anyway,
They got Josh Giddey.
that brings us into our third question. James, shut the fuck up. What would you? What would change about your life today if you truly accepted that it is finite?
This shit finite. Like, I've been recognized this shit finite. A little background for me. Both my parents are in the funeral business. So like I've been around, the mortuary business for years since I was a kid. Now like I work with the bodies, getting all that stuff set up, and so I've been around death from, relatives, but then also just strangers. And death is death. You know what I mean? Like that shit finite. Life is finite. Like there's no beating it. There's no going around it. Everyone dies. And I've been accepted that fact, and that's why I live the way I live. Because how do I frame this? I have certain privileges. I believe that a lot of us have privileges, right? And with us having privileges, I stand on the fact of when you have a privilege, use that privilege to help those who don't have privileges, right? So for me, example, I sat down, I recognized what privileges I have in life, right? So, did I have to worry about not having lights on? No, that's a privilege. Or having my lights turned off. That's a privilege. I never worried about starving. That is a privilege, right? I went to a good school system. That's a privilege. Now, are my parents married? No. But they co-parented, which a lot of couples or a lot of parents who co-parent, it doesn't work out well. So that was a privilege for me as well, right? I have a version of male privilege, right? All this adding up, right? I'm able to use my privileges to help those who don't have it. And that's how I framed my life. Because I recognize that life is finite, right? So how can I use, because I can die tomorrow. I can die when I'm 25, I can die when I'm 30, 65, 80. I don't know when, right? But I can use my privileges. And that's what I want to push other people to do as well, is use your privileges to help those who don't have privileges. Because what happens is, and this is what we're going through with America right now, where it feels like almost like an oligarchy, all right, or it's an elite society runs the nation. They are using their privilege to not help no one else. They're using their privileges to only help the privileged. And that's what's fucked up. I'm going on a little rant, but this is it means a lot to me, and it's simply because of the fact I've accepted that life is finite, but life is precious. And no one beats death. So while I'm at it, shit, I might as well help those who aren't as privileged as me. Straight like that.
I hear you. Like growing up, I mean, yeah, I personally, I had to worry about lights being shut off. My pops, man. My mom would tell me stories about my pops when back in the day when you got to take that check or that cash up to, pay that bill in person. That motherfucker was spending money on drugs. Like, the fuck you mean, Dad? I want to see. Or, I mean, I didn't really have to worry about missing out on meals because if my mom couldn't make it work, we'd just go to grandma's. But yeah, it'd be ramen noodles, but a meal is a meal. So growing up, being poor and, Pops was, the way he was, I didn't have privilege like that, but I'm white. Like, I can being broke, I can get it out like anything. I can get a job easy. Man, I know
get
the
you a
government
loan.
ain't gonna fuck with me, right? Like, I get a loan for anything. Like, I genuinely could get a loan because I'm white. The other ethnicities can't. I'm aware of that. But it's like what you were saying, James. Like, you got to use your privileges to help other people, and I'm fully aware of that. I think I became aware of that since like maybe 6th grade. But like, yeah, I do agree. Death is this shit is finite. Like, hey, this is it, man. And really, like, I would probably have the same answer to James. I'm not going to touch on it too much because it's just going to be a repetitive cycle. What about you, IT?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, to keep repeating ourselves, but you know what I'm saying. You just gotta live life to the fullest with intention. So that way, like you already have an understanding with, like, in death. Death is just kind of like the release. You know what I'm saying? Like the release of the life that you lived. Whatever time it is your time. You know what I'm saying? So, but it also can't just like be weight in the back of your head, like always thinking about, oh, my time might come soon, or like, oh, I gotta live a certain way, so that way, you know what I'm saying, like, so that way people can remember me or something like that. But I mean, also have a good balance too. So as long as you have a good balance, you won't tweak out like that. But
Yeah. It really just depends on like your perspective on life. If you're a nihilist or what is it, an existentialist or whatever it is, man. Like, are you is that glass half full or half empty? You know. Um, but I always think you should keep death in the back of your mind. Being young, me being young, I think like 19 and younger, I thought I was immortal. Really, like I didn't really feel like I could die until I got into a car accident, and my little sister was with me in the passenger. I was like, oh shit, so I really could have died right there. But I think a lot of people's gonna have an awakening like that with death.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, it does take a moment of like a real ass moment to be like, damn, this shit, it's real fucking close, and it's always close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of young men who kind of pick lifestyles, as in they go into drugs, they go into gangs, they do feel this sense of like they're immortal, right? Until someone close gets shot, someone close overdoses, and then it's like, wait a minute, this shit's very like, this shit, we're not immortal, right? Or they see someone that's a little bit older than them, right? Like this is who they idolize, and boom, heart attack, 28 years old. I'm like, what the fuck, right? And they're following their footsteps, right? They're doing coke and shit. So it's there is a sense of like, yo, we're so immortal, and we see so many different versions of it, and I think that's just, I think sex comes into that as well. Just, you know, rampant fucking.
Yeah, sex positive.
Just yeah, yeah, we can call it sex positivity, but yeah, I think it's just out of the sense of like, you know, I'm young, I'm immortal, and what I do now is not going to catch up to me in 10 years. But that's the exact fucking opposite. I would make that stance. It's the opposite. And so it's important that we sit here, we value our lives, not in just a grand scheme of things of like, okay, I'm James, I'm important. But breaking it down like, okay, who am I? My privileges, okay, where I'm not privileged, right? What are my biases? What biases do I get approached with? All right, what about my health? What practices am I doing, right? Do I believe in something? Do I not believe in anything, right? What are my hobbies? What's my passion, right? Really sitting down and breaking down these things is that's your foundation, right? Instead of putting your dick in any hole, right? So it's that's. But there's people like that where it's like you ask them like, hey man, what do you want to do in life? And they can't tell you shit. But if you ask them, hey man, what you gonna do this week? Oh man, I got 7 holes lined up. I'm finna put my dick in every hole, and I'm finna go crazy. And I ain't wearing no condom.
Nah, I'm fucking some butt.
I'm finna some butt. Yeah.
Crack. It was smash.
Yeah. And I'm doing lines off the ass.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You know what's crazy?
I'm doing
We
whippets with
probably
hoes.
all know somebody that's like that too.
Oh yeah, I'm making these jokes based off of like
yeah, no,
my
like,
homeboys.
yeah. Like, we're not talking out of our ass. If you're listening to us, we're not talking out of our ass. Like, this is shit, like, we see, we know. We might be young, we might be in our 20s, but that don't mean we haven't seen shit.
Nah,
You know,
yeah,
are we...
Seen a lot. Like,
Yeah.
selling cars. I seen how that business is. All my coworkers. Well, we had this one coworker, and my guy named Darrell. Well, my guy. He's old as fuck. He ain't gonna listen to this shit, but his name Darrell. he from from St. Louis. He don't give a fuck. He don't give no fuck. But like his life is crazy as fuck. But there's like some parts of him that I looked up to on his mentorship because he lived life. He's like 40, 50, and he just sold crack. That's what his life was. He was selling crack. And he was like, yeah, my baby mama said I have to get a job or she's not going to allow me to see the kids. And I was like, oh, fair enough. He was like, yeah, but I still sell that coke though. I was like, yeah, I mean, hey, you got to get it how you get it. And we'll be in a lobby at the dealership. And he will do right off the fucking lobby desk in front of the front door. He was like, I'm about to fuck a white family over today. He would say that shit. He would do that shit like 3 times a day, man. I don't know what I was getting at. But like that's who we're
That's
around.
passion.
Yeah, that's
That's
like,
passion.
That's how people get, man.
If you gonna do it, you gonna do it. I'm tired of seeing niggas bullshit. Nigga yelling at the cat. Oh. But no, that's passion, bro. Maybe that's not. Maybe that passion could have been somewhere else.
Yeah,
we could.
Who am I to like make him change his life? He's old. Like he's older. Like that's life to him. I'm not gonna be like, man, your life is ass. Like I wouldn't. Yes, I'm not gonna do that. And I think it also goes to like people that's like that fuck all the time. That's like sexually positive. Personally, that's not my bag. But I'm not gonna shame you. That's how you get it how you get it. Darrell, yeah, you get it how you get it. Snoring coke or something and fucking over white families. You get it how you get it. I respect it. Maybe it's like some sort of get back or reparations. I think that's what he was telling me at one time. He was like, yeah, I only do it. I only do it to white families. This is my God.
Yeah.
Crazy word.
It's
yeah. Man. One last, I do want to hit one quote. I think it helps with life and death, and it's come from a book. It's called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. That one guy back in Rome, one of them thinkers. In the book, he says, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." I think, really, in that book. And especially with that quote, in your entire life, if you're caring what the other person's thinking about you, or you going to let them influence on how you dress, how you speak, how you do anything, your life is going to be fucked up. Because you constantly comparing. And comparing is a thief of joy. So, yeah, man, you only got to care about yourself with your internal monologue is thinking, but it got to be positive, of course. Maybe critiques, but like you can't care about what other people are thinking unless like you're Hitler. You should care about what other people are thinking. And you should stop that shit.
Yeah, I think some of the no bullshit though. Some of the coolest people you meet in life be the motherfuckers that they kind of do some strange ass shit. You know what I mean? But they don't give a fuck.
Nah.
They don't give a fuck about anyone else's opinion. And they keep pushing. They keep pushing forward. And they know they be on some weird shit.
Yeah. I think that's why middle school was so difficult for a lot of people. Because in middle school, everybody's so self-conscious. And
you're trying to be
so
cool.
With other people. Yeah, trying to be cool. Motherfuckers had the best time. They ain't give a fuck. Like, they ain't care at all. Like, man, so many stories. I played Subway Surfers one time in 6th grade, right? Who didn't, of course. But I thought that shit was like kind of lame and geeky because it's a phone game. Subway Surfers notification goes off in class. Dude's like, oh, he playing Subway Surfers.
Lame man.
Like, what the fuck? This is my ringtone, man.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Like, but there's so many like people that's like that in middle school, you know?
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'd say high school. High school, you start to. I feel like high school. That's when you either crumble or you really be like, man, like I don't give a fuck what people think. And then in college, bro, or you go into the workforce, it's just like people really don't give a fuck. So it's like, just be you. Like people
Motherfuckers got
do,
life.
bro.
Motherfuckers
Bro,
realize
people
they got
don't give a
life.
fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
and it
In
doesn't
high
matter.
school,
Like,
seen a lot of people crumble.
yeah, bro. It's like, thing with college, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, you could be one of the worst individuals, bro. People truly don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Your ass could be racist on this fucking in school, and like people really don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Drake looking like, I don't know about that one.
He like, yeah.
Okay, is that an exaggeration? Yeah, but like, dude, it's just like people don't really care. If you want to be the weird ass kid, you want to be the you just want to worry about your own hobby, or you want to sit around and fucking frog walk around campus. People don't give a fuck. You want to duck walk around campus? No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
You want to meow at people, bro? IT used to meow on the
Right.
bus. He used to
Right.
meow.
Right.
Dude, we lost a playoff game. This nigga's meowing at niggas on the bus,
Let's stop lying.
and we just lost a playoff game.
Let's stop
I see
lying,
what
sir.
That's
Let's
definitely
stop
true.
lying.
That's
not
definitely
true.
true.
You believe this nigga?
Yeah.
A playoff game, nigga. Our season's over.
Bet.
The fuck?
This nigga's meowing, and it was a good meow too.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. If we we got anything else to talk about here?
They were like meow.
Yeah.
You're mudded, brother.
Fucking finished. Not like really not. I mean, we can go back to the whole school thing with people not like caring. I remember in high school, like the people that did crumbled to addictions. This one kid crumbled to his porn addiction. He was watching porn on the school supplied laptop, and he was jerking off in class,
Oh,
trying to hide that shit. That yes, he should be bullied for that, and now he should be a sex offender. Honestly, he should be a sex offender. I don't know if he is. Motherfucker should be registered. RSO.
He jacking the shit in class.
Exactly. Shit in class. Or people that's crumbling to like drug addictions. I mean, we know people in high school that was often fucking pills, being like 15. You know what I mean? We went to when we was in high school, it was during the Zandemic, like 2016, 2017. Everybody was off. Not everybody, but like
it was a large majority.
large majority of people on Zans. I remember being in gym class with my homeboys. I think James, you know him, but he pulled out a big ass bag. It was full of Zans. And he was like, yeah, selling these bitches. Gotta keep them on me, though. in school, in gym? We serious? Yeah.
Bro was getting high on his own supply.
Clearly, people are crumbling to them addictions. But it's 15. I don't know why you gotta sell the drugs to make ends meet. You know?
But
Maybe he has some shit going on.
hey, that's what I'm saying. Let's look at it from a sociology point. What's that say about society?
Yeah. Average Anderson experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't run into the pills, but this one dude, what's crazy? It could have been the same dude. This one dude had like 40, he had like a bag, just like, it was like 40 condoms in there. He just walk around. The thing is, bro, this nigga did no schoolwork. Like, nigga just walked
Was
around
he
with
selling them bitches or was he just like keeping them?
Bro, no. The thing is, he gave me like 2 or 3, like free. Cause like, I don't know what happened. Like I walked in. We was getting ready for a lift, right?
Yeah.
It was like a class, and I walked in, and I started talking to this one girl, right? And one of my boys was hype as hell. He was like, "Oh yeah, James, you finna be fucking." And dude overheard. He was like, "Oh, for real? You finna be fucking?" So he pulled up. He was like, "Pick your flavor." And I'm not, like, just open the bag. And bro, I'm talking about this nigga had different textures. Nigga had different flavors. Nigga had different sizes. And he was like, "Yeah, take 2 or 3, bro. It's all yours." And like the thing is, bro, I didn't really want to take him, but I felt like I had no choice. Like this nigga was like, it's an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
And so I took like 2 condoms.
I mean, he has great intentions. Like, honestly, I don't think I could be mad at that. You know, promoting protective sex as a teenager. I mean, teenagers go fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
a real man right there. At least he's not.
Yeah.
He's not harming nobody.
No, he's not. He was a good he was a good individual. Now did he have his own issues?
Mostly.
Yes, but it was probably from home. But he was a good person. He was a good person. I hope he's doing well. I don't even know if he finished high school or not. I don't know.
Fair enough.
He was a good individual though.
All right. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Whether something we said challenged you, comforted you, or just gave you a moment to breathe, we're glad you're here today. We're glad you're here and listening to us. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with somebody. And don't forget to tap in with us next time. Also, hit us up on all our social media, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube, Soft Black Men. And our next episode will be on athletes' mental health. So tune in for that one. And until then, take care of yourselves, check in with your people, and make sure you move with intention.
Bye.